Good evening, welcome back to Horizon Superstream, where today we are tuning into PlayStation's State of Play event for May 9th, 2019. Please let me know if this volume is sounding too loud, because I can turn it up. The stream's loud? Great. Let's just half that. Crazy thing is I can just put my headphones on, that's still loud. Tell me if this is too quiet now. There, we may have it. Great. This is a PlayStation State of Play event. I hope you have all tailored your expectations to zero. I hope you have all imagined a 10-minute show with FIFA 2019 and nothing else. Because that's the best way to enjoy these events. Expect the worst and you can't be disappointed. So we shall see. Today, this event is 10 minutes long, they announced ahead of time. It's going to be covering the new MediEvil remake game, and also should be talking about some large-sounding third-party title that we don't know. So we will see, we will see, we will see. Yeah, it's a small event today, Avion. I imagine this is because they still want to do one of these for E3, and we are May 9th. So if they want to do one of these things for E3, like, probably best not to blow this one out, you know? Maybe this is just going to be for things that they want to deliver before E3, or, you know, that some third parties might want to set up for a bigger blowout at E3. We shall see, I guess, right? Oh, hey Zone, how you doing? Okay, we're in. We're good. There we go. Oh my god! Oh, did you hear that sound effect? Are we actually doing this? Are we actually gonna play that sound effect? Oh my god! It's actually gonna be in here?
Hey, do you hear that? Is it the wind?
Are you fucking serious with that sound effect? So I guess we're starting off with the new Monster Hunter DLC here. Unless this is gonna be some sort of crossover, but I'm imagining this is the new, the Freezy Wilds DLC. That's what it's called, right? Monster Hunter: The Freezy Wilds. Monster Hunter: All the Jaggies Went Extinct. Monster Hunter: Every Monster's Dead. We need a post-apocalyptic Monster Hunter game where, like, all the monsters have died, so the economy's falling apart. Oh, whoa, that looks like such a cool monster. Oh, he has, like, caribou-like horns? Oh, wow, he almost looks like he might be caribou-inspired. Is this the Canada monster? He had, like, a big beaver tail on him, too. That's a Colossus? Is that a monster that exists already? I'm gonna be real with you, like, I don't know, like, pretty much any of the monsters post-Try, except for, like, Zenogre and a few of the big ones. Damn, look at that, he fished him right up. Man, I think this is gonna be a pretty solid event, just based on the opener and that sound effect that played before. I can't believe they would play that sound effect. Can't believe it.
Identified tracks are popping up all over the new world.
Almost feels like we're gonna get some big news.
Another life in a new world.
These spikes, are they from...
Look, it's the Nargacuga? No, I don't know what monsters are called. Nargacuga? Is that what it is? Yeah, that is. Okay, good. Great, I'm doing great. Do they have the invisible one in Monster Hunter World? I forget what the fuck it's called, but the one that you just... It's invisible, right? I mean, I don't really need to describe it more than that.
What is that?
Okay, no, they don't have that one? Okay. Chameleos! Yeah, Chameleos! That's the one.
There it is.
I remember in college, some of my friends who were big into Monster Hunter on the PSP were like so frustrated with this one like double Chameleos hunt. There we go. Monster Hunter World, Freezy Planet. Just drown him in healing. September 6th, okie doke. Unless that's June 9th. Probably June 9th. September 6th. When you write with numbers like that...
State of Play. Today, we're keeping it short and sweet with a new look at some of our most anticipated upcoming PS4 games. Check out Capcom's official stream right after this.
Yeah, that did look like a self-resurrection. You're right. That
new story and new monsters
that item there. Can the cats not pick you
Okay,
up?
there's plenty more to get to. This next game is a frantic take on dungeon crawling. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's go. Voxel art ages so well. 3D Dot Game Heroes, yeah, no. I'm thinking this is the indie take on that. Granted, this is definitely more of a fast-paced action game than 3D Dot Game Heroes, which still kind of had that slow feel to it. Oh, Demelza from Knights and Bikes. Juan, the kid. Raz. I don't know who that guy was. Bullet Ken. Look at all these all-stars. Oh, the lighting looks so good. Voxel art lets you get away with so much. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's characters from every video game, so they've got it all covered here. Riverbond, that's a cute game. Yeah, Canadian Media Fund. Go
Riverbond
Ontario.
hits the PlayStation
You do
Store
it.
this summer. Now let's check out a new project from PlayStation's Worldwide Studios.
Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah. Knack 3? Freedom Wars 2? Wasn't really expecting soldiers like that to walk into frame. Yeah, Freedom Wars 2 never, I agree. Oh shit, SOCOM! Oh my god, you're right! That's probably exactly what this is. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's StarCraft Ghost. Whoa! 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 Oh my god! By Ilphonic?
Predator Hunting Grounds.
Okay,
Online
interesting.
asymmetrical
multiplayer shooter. Okay,
stealthy killing machine.
I'm gonna step out of that, but that's fucking cool.
Partnership with Fox, and it's due out on PS4 next year. PlayStation Blog has more details.
Whoa!
Up next, the remake of MediEvil, which is officially coming to PS4
Yeah, here's this.
fall.
So I remember reading somewhere that this is a remake built on the PSP remake, as opposed to being built on the original. I don't know if that's true, but I thought it was an interesting thing that was the point they decided to go back to. He looks so weird when he's still a person. Spoilers.
Fortescue went down in history that day as the hero of Gallowmere, and then the sorcerer returned.
Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to defeat Zarok.
You guys are all saying Matt on Twitter. What is Matt saying on Twitter?
A chance to forget the evil.
Wait, what? Never mind what the fuck I said before. I love PlayStation's State of Play. I might make a few tweets about the Sony Nintendo Direct if something catches my eye. Is what he said before that. Yeah, fuck catching your eye. This just stabbed you right through it. This looks pretty dead on. I mean, I've never really played the MediEvil games. I've always seen people on forums ever since I was young asking for new MediEvil releases. And I remember a sort of soft anticipation for the PSP version when that came out, but that's been a while since then.
We won't have to wait long to play it. MediEvil returns this fall on PS4.
Cool.
Now let's take a look at a truly original new game that's coming to PS4.
This idyllic place is our world. It has every appearance of paradise.
I kind of thought like
White sand
Ansel's
beach
Wild,
to
but
the
I don't know.
mighty
This looks very
treetops.
different from Wild.
It appears still.
It seems almost post-apocalyptic if those things were.
But if
you
you
know,
look
those-
closer,
You know
there
what I
is
mean?
more to this than meets the eye.
That's cool. I like flying squirrels.
Every living being is locked in a deadly competition.
Oh my god, is this...
Ahead lurks the land of great danger for some, and opportunity.
This looks pretty rad, actually.
But our world has changed.
Oh my god, if this was Tokyo Jungle
Survive.
too, that'd be rad.
We too must change.
Is this a battle royale game though? That's what I'm wondering right now. Oh my god! Sugar glider scorpion fights? Riding on the deer? Flame tornadoes?
It takes to survive. Away.
Away, the survival series. Ooh, might be a battle royale thing. But this looks like a cutscene, but I don't know. Could be anything, right?
Your mission is simple. Survive natural
Yeah,
disasters
okay, I
and
didn't
find
know
your
I'd
way
be
to
interested in this game. Did it say survive natural disasters?
Let's shift gears.
This is
We've
a
got
sale.
first
So
look
it looks
at
like
the
we've got
upcoming
2
limited
things
edition
coming up.
PS4 system. Let's take a look.
So there's Days of Play, and then I wonder what the last thing's gonna be. Because boy, we know what it's supposed to be. My god, look at this material. Man, if it actually had gloss like that in real life, that'd be dope.
The limited edition Days of
Yeah,
Play
I mean, it's-
PlayStation 4 in Steel Grey will be available for a limited
nice.
time as part of Days
It's
of
not a
Play.
new Vita, but it's
The event
nice.
kicks off in June. Keep your eyes peeled.
Okie doke.
We're almost out of time, but before we go, we wanted to give you a new look at a long-awaited game.
Oh my god, oh my god. What the fuck, man?
Hands up!
Oh, looks amazing.
Take the load off your shoulders.
As if anyone questioned it, but it looks amazing.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
That scene where they were just jumping over the gates to get into
This is for you.
the reactor,
A flower?
it's so great. I think that's really demonstrative of how much new work they have to do to make like the old scenario work in like a third-person modern AAA context. Like there's so much minutia that kind of gets glossed over because like pre-rendered backgrounds, but like actually having to make that work cohesively in third person is a huge deal. Yeah, it looks amazing. Out now. More to come in June. Yeah, okay. That makes
Final
sense.
Fantasy
We're gonna
VII
see this at
remake
E3.
envisions one of the most beloved games of all time for the PS4 generation. We can't wait to see more. Well, that's a wrap on
Great.
State of Play. We've got
Good
lots
ass
more in
event,
store for you
man.
later this year. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
That event just did not waste time. Just showed good shit back to front. Yeah, we knew it was gonna be 10 minutes, which is interesting because that's like shorter than most Nintendo Directs and comparable events. But like, should I show the chat? What are we gonna see in this? Bruh, trash. Wow, really? Oh my god. Really, bro? Really? That's where you're at? I thought that was a fun event. That was nice. Concise. Again, we knew it was going to be 10 minutes coming in, so whatever. What was at the start? It was Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter was at the start. I mean, we can just... Oh yeah, we can't really thumb through this, can we? Oh, I could have thumbed through it, couldn't I have? Oh, I could have. Oh, I think I killed it. Oh, no, there we go. We can thumb through it real quick again. That fucking Final Fantasy teaser to open it up. Oh my god. This was such a perfect tease at the beginning. Perfect. It's so good. So we get that opening tease. Monster Hunter, Freezy Planet. And then we hopped over to the Ontario game. I do not remember its name, which looks, I mean, it looks nice, but yeah, not really my thing. Riverbond, that's what it's called. Predator. Fuck. MediEvil, which looks like it's medieval. Away, which was like pretty fucking surprisingly clutch. Did not think I wanted this. Some promotional console coming out, and then FF7. That was real tight. So when did that start? Yeah, 8 minutes and 20, give or take. To, yeah, 11 minutes. Look at that. Look at these lies. They did it. I thought they did a fun event, man. Let me hop back over to FF7 because that's the one that I really want to scrutinize, if any.
Give you a new look at a long-awaited game.
Give us FF7 release date or we riot. I mean, it's E3. You know, they're gonna do the blowout at E3. You know, this was never. You know, the reason I was pessimistic that this game would appear today, because I was discussing this with people offline, was because like this is the scope of game that you save for E3. You know, when you do a big blowout, right? I'm surprised they did anything, but the context of this makes a lot of sense where it's like a month out and it's kind of like a tease for E3. So I'm keen to see what more we will see then.
Hands up.
Oh, God. It all just looks so good.
Hands up.
I love seeing their armor at this level of quality. So you got Punisher over there. Matt's gonna go crazy when he sees the Punisher got in here too. Right, comma and period. I mean, look at this. Just the what I assume is the entrance to the Mako reactor building. Like, seeing it all fleshed out like this and how they like jump the barricades. Like, there's so many places to add like interesting interactions and stuff like that. Oh, look over there on the wall. We got, on the wall, we got an ad for hair tonic, which is, of course, what, as you know from FF7, is what Cloud uses to keep his hair big, naturally. This is such a nice, like, cute interaction here.
Have fun.
So then we got the, yeah, the countdown timer and everything. God, this level of fidelity. I'm not saying anything special here, I know. We got a command menu prompt here that, I can't tell, is that grayed out because he's climbing? Or is command menu... Oh, I think command menu is perpetually on the screen. Yeah, it's there too. So I guess you just tap circle to open it or something? I don't know. We got some damage numbers. I love that it seems like we're going to be able to play as the full cast as well. So, Soulshine says, a lot of Square Enix bigwigs on Twitter were hyping up this state of play. Yeah, I mean, I saw that they more or less like retweeted it and like would add a comment, right? Yeah, definitely. I've seen people get misled on that in the past, where like, oh my God, Sakurai's wife retweeted this Nintendo Direct. It's time, and it wasn't time, you know. So, God, everything just looks so good. Barrett looks great. His design's changed like quite a bit.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
A flower?
Let me back that shit up. God. Every frame. For no reason. I really don't have anything interesting to say about this game. I'm just so glad to see new stuff. Oh, I always loved that Shinra logo. I always thought this was super cool. It's just the two kanji or whatever. I remember, when was it? A friend of mine in high school, like, it was just like a joke for nobody that wasn't even that funny. But like, for Halloween, like, he had nothing to work with and it was last minute, so he printed out like a Shinra ID card and just pretended to be like an electrician who worked there. Because he had like electrician shit from his dad. And I went, heh. But it wasn't that funny. I like all this gunk here all over the place. The geostigma. That's exactly what that is, right? Can't wait for a higher bitrate version of this trailer. Yo, where's Tifa? She's slightly off screen. She's in the UI everywhere, but slightly off screen at all times.
Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I know Geostigma's not till later, but I'm just fucking. Yo, it'd be dope though if they like, you know, got through the FF7 games and then did Advent Children. Even if like those games are like kind of, those pieces of media like Dirge of Cerberus and Advent Children are like not all around great, I'd be super down for them to just go through the whole list. Okay, let me see if, giving it some time, let me see if there's some press releases out or anything like that. Does all the love for FF7 have anything to do with the gameplay? Because it's kind of weird to me to remake such a beloved game and make it a completely different game. I don't think the love is mostly rooted in the gameplay. The gameplay of 7 is good, like no question. It's enjoyable and fun, but it's not outstanding or like super special by JRPG standards. It's what it is. If anything, probably the materia system is like the most fun thing about it. But I think it was kind of right place, right time. You know, it was like early on the PS1. It was like something people had never seen before, or people had never seen something before on this scale. You know, like we've seen JRPGs with similarly heavy plots and, well, even better plots, but like seeing it with these huge pre-rendered cutscenes and this like genuinely fun and I don't know if nuance is the right word, but like fun and varied cast of characters and like relatively straightforward plot, but also really enjoyable. I think like the world building and the characters are like probably two of the biggest strengths of FF7. And I think those aspects, and probably also like aspects of the aesthetic as well. I think people were always like pretty into what FF7 looked like. Not in the literal sense of like we're in love with these polygons, but like the sort of like grimy sci-fi fantasy mashup. It was again, yeah. Angry Hamster puts it well. It was bigger than the sum of its parts. Also, like speaking of good characters, like really strong villain. You know, I definitely get what you mean though. Like how this is like basically a different game because it's like, you know, it doesn't play the same as the previous iteration of it, but I don't know. To me, it's like we have the previous version. I don't know if I would want like a dolled up traditional FF7. Like I would play it if it came out, but like the original's already there. So I find this pretty exciting just because it's like, it's a different take, you know? Kind of like the remake of Resident Evil 2, like dramatically different game, but like still really good in its own rights. And we have the original. Oh yeah, you guys are all going on that RE2 make. You know it. You know it. So, any news on it being episodic still? Yeah, sorry. Let me. I'm still trying to look for stuff. I imagine it's still going to be episodic because like I touched on this a little bit, but like the like fuck you level of assets required to make the entirety of the world is absolutely absurd. You know, like again, just look at like the entrance to that Mako reactor, like the Mako reactor like building, right? Having to like build in all these details and have them navigatable and workable in third person in like a AAA context is wild. And I know some people are very averse to the idea of splitting the game up. But I would rather they split the game up than scale it back. You know, I would rather they don't cut anything out and they just, you know, split it into parts, which is fine. Brondeef says FF15 was already basically episodic, right? Some people played it like that, but not really. Like the full story was there from day one. it wasn't told super great, or I should say it wasn't told as well as it is now. But it wasn't episodic. Like the whole game was in there from day one. That being said, like, you know, I don't remember them, even if they did use the word episodic itself, which I don't think they did. I said they might. I think they said they might split it into parts or something like that. I think people kind of ran with the word episodic. You know, when I hear people say episodic, I feel like people think like of like the title screen of a Telltale or a Life is Strange game where it says, where you finish up the previous episode and it just says Life is Strange 2 episode 2 coming soon. And I don't really think that's what they would have in mind for a game of this scale. I imagine this is basically going to turn into two or three or four. I don't fucking know the number, but I imagine this is going to turn into 2 entire action RPGs. You know what I mean? I don't think this is going to be like you're going to get half of an action RPG and then and you're going to be like, this is ridiculously incomplete, and then you're going to play the next one and be like, oh, finally the ending. Narratively, yes, like the overarching plot will naturally end like that, but I do think a large part of the retooling is going to be to make these like individual games on their own. So how will you do the end though, where you can go everywhere on the map? I think that's going to be part of the retooling process, you know, like I don't think that I don't know that we're going to get it. Well, we're obviously not going to get it in exactly the same way as it was before, but I have no idea how they're going to break it down. We know they're going to make changes, big changes, but in the absence of details, I can only guess, right? So I'm interested in the idea of the first game being Midgar, because boy, making like a proper beautiful huge Midgar, like that's a huge world. We'll see though. We'll see. Sochinitsu says, I don't know, man. SE published Hitman and Life is Strange. But on the other hand, those games were designed for that. Like, Life is Strange was always meant to be episodic and, like, ape the Telltale sort of thing. Like, that was kind of, let's do that. That was the pitch. And Hitman, I know because I worked at the studio, Hitman being that way was a response to the financial failure of like earlier games by IO and them trying to find a business model that could help them out. So like, you know, I do think these are different instances, and I don't know. If I had to guess, I wouldn't say we're just gonna get a launcher that's like episode 2 coming soon. Like I imagine this is gonna be like almost like Final Fantasy 13-2 Lightning Returns, where they're like complete games on their own. The only difference being, of course, we know there's more coming, as opposed to with 13, we had no idea. And we also asked why. Why is there more coming? Why did Lightning have to return? I love the music in that game. I love Lightning's design in every game, but hey. But yeah, we'll see, and I'm really interested to see how they're going to split it up, because I obviously don't think it's just going to be straight disc 1, disc 2, disc 3. Was there a 4th disc? I actually don't remember. I don't think it's just going to be straight like that. I think it's, you know, maybe for the first one it'll be straight like that, and we'll just get Midgar, because that's where the plot starts. But I imagine for the later parts, they're going to tweak and move stuff around a lot more generously to accommodate for like access to the open world and stuff like that. So yeah, I imagine we're gonna get a handful of proper big JRPGs from this, basically. So hey, Flame of Udin says, I heard FF7 remake got shown. Is this true? Yes, it is true. Looks great. So yee. Yeah, so okay, yeah, 3 discs, yeah. But since disc 3 was just I guess I don't want to spoil it too hard, but since disc 3 was just that area, and I think you could access the open world, but like if you wanted to go to certain places, you had to go back to earlier discs. Doesn't really make sense for oh, hang on, let me just ban this person from from my channel. Let me just do that. Thank you, Automod, for catching this like insanely racist out of context post. Let's just boom. Now nobody even has to see that, but I'm still talking about it. I don't know why I'm talking about it. But I don't know. Story Arc says, never played it, but was FF7 really so big that it wouldn't fit even on current consoles? So I don't think it's a matter of, like, wouldn't fit in the sense, like, you could make it fit. I think it's a matter of doing justice to the world. Let me pull up a list. Because Final Fantasy VII, you know, one thing that I think was really great in that game was there's an absurd breadth of locations in the game. Here, I have this list of environments. This is actually from compilation of Final Fantasy VII. This is not what I want. Final Fantasy VII locations. Here we go. This may have some light content spoilers in here. There is an insane breadth of locations, and I feel like doing them properly and also balancing like making a game is tough. It's pretty hard, right? Especially if you do want to make it like, if you do want to do justice to today. So this is the world, right? It's big. This, I believe it's this dot right here on the map actually. This is Midgar. This is the city that we've seen in the trailers so far. This is that like cyberpunk, well not cyberpunk, but whatever, future-y city. Doing justice to the world. There's a lot of world to do, to be frank. And if we just go through, like we got Midgar, the reactor, the various sectors of Midgar, Dieselpunk's a good way to put it. A couple of stores and buildings, Shinra HQ, Midgar Highway. Like a Midgar Highway, yeah, the bicycle section where you ride the motor bicycle. Forgot about that. Grasslands area has like a Chocobo Farm, Marshes, Mithril Mine. Like, just thinking about this, if you wanted to make the world map like, you know, proper 3D space, like in say FF15, where, you know, you're actually scaled in the world properly and exploring it like that, you have to bring these areas to life, you know. Of course, in the original game, you were just a lumpy lad walking around a top-down map. But like, Chocobo Farm's got to look like a fucking Chocobo Farm. Junon's got the fort. It's got Junon itself, which is like a town. The mine, fucking Costa del Sol. Like, there is so much to do here. I'm just gonna keep scrolling. There we go. That's the end. We're not gonna count the debug room. Let's just delete that. But yeah, you know, and I don't know if everywhere is gonna make it intact, you know? I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to cut a few areas, like Cactus Island, if they feel like they're not that useful. So I think that's, to me, that's a plenty good justification. We'll have to see it in practice. Story Arc responds saying, never knew how big FF7 was and how many assets it would need for a remake. Makes sense, thanks, excited for it. Me too, I'm excited for it. You're very welcome. I think it is a challenging conversation though, because I do agree and understand the principled idea of like, it would be nicer to have one single release that I bought once and it was a new, better FF7, or, you know, this new action RPG FF7, and just do it all in one go. I do understand that, and I definitely don't agree with the thesis statement of like Square Enix is going to try to make as much money as they possibly can off of each of these releases. Super don't disagree with that. Yes, they will. Like, you know, Final Fantasy 16 isn't going to be on the table for the public eye for a fucking while. This is the next Final Fantasy, you know, and it's going to be for quite a while now. They're going to do their best to make a shit ton of money off of this, and like, I just hope that in exchange for that, they're, you know, in exchange for wanting to split it up this way, they are able to really do justice to all the different areas. I think I think if at the end of the day we end up with like a first and foremost good, but secondly like vastly expanded FF7 release, then I think it was a good exchange. And I think at that point it will have been a good exchange, and I will have been pleased overall. So yeah, let me talk about the Predator thing a little bit, because nobody cares about FF7. Boy, yeah, when you guys, so I didn't really know what I was looking at the beginning of this trailer when these soldiers walked on screen, and I'm sure those drums in the background would have started tipping some people off. When you guys said SOCOM in the chat, I was like, oh fuck yeah, SOCOM! Oh my god, people have been begging for SOCOM for a while, but SOCOM's complicated and tied up in the actual U.S. military and all sorts of stuff, right? There's the clicks, yeah. I didn't recognize this as a Predator right away. But yeah, now that I'm looking at it, it's like, yeah, of course this is a fucking Predator. Ugh, they did that like logo swipe so good with the colors and everything. Look at that. Oh, they nailed it. Like, they know exactly what they're doing with this. It's perfect. Dun, 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 dun. By Ilphonic. Was that the Friday the 13th people? Friday the 13th game was not great. Was it? I don't... Was it? Hang on, let me check. Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't. Okay, no, sorry. Yeah, I'm not crazy. It was Gun Media was the guys who mostly handled Friday the 13th, because I met the director of FF13 of Friday the 13th, and I had lunch with a group with him, and me and a friend were like drilling him about Friday the 13th because we were excited. Yeah, Gun Media did most of that, and Ilphonic did support work on it, is my understanding. So. Admittedly, there is a staff overlap, though, absolutely. But I think Gunn handled most of it. I could be wrong, but I know the guy I was talking to, who was like the director, worked at Gunn Media, and if he was the director, it makes me think they were leading the project. But hey, I would have obviously. I'm not even the biggest Predator fan by any stretch. I've seen the first film, and that's about it. Obviously, I would have preferred a cool single player game. I know, I mean, yeah, there is some Friday the 13th overlap in there, and they did get some semblance of a single player thing in Friday the 13th at some point. It'd be cool if they could get something like that in here. I don't know how much I want to play online, but, you know, it's going to be cool for the right people. Matt is going to enjoy this so much. He and Leanna have played so much Friday the 13th and so much Dead by Daylight. And then here we go. This is a fucking Predator game. I imagine the goal is like, let's just do a Evolve, but we'll like make people like it on the whole. I imagine that's what they're shooting for. Because Evolve, man, conceptually, Evolve is so good. I remember when I worked at THQ, I may have told this story before. When I worked at THQ, my friend and I found out that every person in the company had a Gmail account automatically made for them, which was separate from like the internal work email. And we were like, why do we have these Gmail accounts? And we clicked over onto Google, I believe it was called Docs at the time, before it was Google Drive. I don't remember which one of us. One of us clicked over to Google Docs, and we realized that like this Gmail account was enough to get us into like all the Google Docs for every organization under THQ, which like blew my fucking mind. And we saw like a really early pre-alpha Evolve thing with Turtle Rock Studios like at the front of the video, and we were blown away. We were like, this game looks incredible. It's a shame that it didn't roll out super well, but oh shit, Matt made it. Matt came. He said, did someone say Matt bait? I know, right? Matt, tell me real quick. When was the point in the trailer where you figured out it was Predator? Did you figure it out before the music came in? I imagine the music was was the big tipper. Matt says, I wanted to see your reaction. I missed it. Yeah, I mean, it's you can go back. The archive's up now, I think. The second dun. Okay, yeah. I didn't do it very well. Dun 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 dun. I don't know how to do it. I don't have like a soundboard in front of me. Yeah, we were saying in the chat, I'm just repeating this for everyone now. We were saying SOCOM when these soldiers showed up, because PlayStation, SOCOM, everyone misses SOCOM, but like, yeah. No, I got pretty pumped for this. What an exciting thing. Matt says, the soldiers look too generic to him. They looked like Tom Clancy shit, so I didn't think they were from anything. Yeah, naturally, right? I mean, I guess that's the Predator universe, as far as I know. Maybe the comics are wild, but as far as I know, the soldiers and stuff have always just been like vague US military, right? So get excited for your Predator loot boxes. I know, right? Get your Predator costumes. I hope they have the Concrete Jungle Predator in there. What the fuck was its name again? I don't remember. Conlon Arts says, this will probably turn out better than 13th, right? With the whole Sony
Predator
backing it
Hunting
and no
Grounds
risk
is an
of
online
OG creators wanting
asymmetrical-
money. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they don't have that unfortunate legal quagmire that Friday the 13th fell into. That was really unfortunate. But I will say, I don't think this is explicitly, like, marketing support for sure, but I don't think this is explicitly backed by Sony. There's no, you know, we don't have any signs of first-party logos or anything. So I don't know if development-wise that's going to be a thing, but at very least, like, it will get support in terms of marketing. It seems that's where they're going with this. You know, all the games that make it into these sorts of events for Nintendo, for Sony, for Xbox, for everyone, do sort of get that treatment, you know, because they're strong. So Cake Fantastic says, they said it was made by Sony, didn't they? Let me just re-listen real quick. We can re-listen together, in fact. I believe there was no dialogue until that lady comes in and tells us.
Predator Hunting Grounds is an online, asymmetrical, multiplayer shooter that pits a fireteam against the stealthy killing machine. Ilphonic is handling development in close partnership with Fox, and it's due out on PS4 next year. PlayStation blog has more details.
Well, I'll check the PlayStation blog then. Oh, Matt's got a tweet he's sending. What's this tweet? It better not be porn. I'm gonna get banned immediately. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, you got me. PlayStation blog. Predator Hunting Grounds. So yeah, anyway, I don't think Sony is working on this, just to answer you guys again. Sorry, I'm just trying to open up another thing right now. Got too many. Here, look at this tweet someone mentioned in the chat. From the Final Fantasy Twitter, here's the teaser trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake that was introduced just now at State of Play. Most of the plans are already in place in the run-up to launch, so please bear with us a little longer until we can release more information next month. Tetsuya Nomura, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Cool! Whether launch is going to be this year or next year, I don't know. I will say that the slices of content that they've shown so far look incredibly polished, though, so it'd be cool if we got the first title this year. That would actually be rad as fuck. This isn't actually new news from today. This is actually from the other day. But hey, if you're interested in PlayStation VR, there's 2 new awesome bundles, Blood and Truth and Everybody's Golf, and Trover and Five Nights. These are really great. I think I accidentally clicked on that. I was just clicking on all the articles. Predator Hunting Grounds. Being developed in close partnership with Fox. Yeah, I don't really take that to mean Sony is working on it themselves, but our team's passion for Predator helped us launch the partnership with Sony Interactive Entertainment and Fox. Yeah, it's interesting phrasing. I guess I'd like to hear more details, because you're right. This is generous enough phrasing that I'll totally admit that I could be wrong on this. I'm wrong a lot, so. uh, looks nice though. Visually, it's quite nice. FF7. Let me see if there's anything else written in here. Did you notice he was there too? Zach? Was Zach there? I didn't see Zach. Yeah, okay, nothing right now. Naturally. Imagine the Predator teabagging people. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to. Oh my god. the reset era thread. This is great actually. First post, Hunting Grounds reveal trailer. Second post, thanks dog for posting this as the second post. Fucking killing it. Nailed it. That's too good. That happens every now and again. It's great. Gifts of Wooly as well. Fuck, let me refresh this page again. FF7 remake. Do we have any new deets? Just trying to skim this stuff. More to come in June. God, it'd be pretty fucking hype if they would release the first one this year. I don't know if they will. I just don't know. It's hard to say, right? I don't want to count it out completely because, you know, it happens, but like, I know totally different company, totally different circumstance, but like RE2, you know, we had that fast turnaround that people loved, you know. Looks like there might not really be any new details on, like, it seems like there's some Monster Hunter stuff, but to be honest, I'm not really the Monster Hunter guy, so I'm not even gonna step up to plate for that one. I do see, however, information on Away, the survival series. Not that much information though. I see. I got their website here though. So Breaking Walls. So I believe this is their first title. Yeah, look at that. God, this must have been so exciting for those guys. Just getting everything set up, knowing you've got this huge promo piece coming as a new studio coming out of nowhere with something that actually looks like really neat and interesting and creative. How exciting. Yeah, big spotlight. Yeah, that's it. This must have been so great for these guys. Yeah, you play as the Sugar Glider. Become the Sugar Glider. God, that one-on-one fight against the Scorpion was dope. Look, can he take this big bug? I don't know. He's not that big. Wow, they've got a lot of stuff up here, too. Soundtrack recording, early prototype stuff. Is this playable? Your feedback helps us improve the game. Was this game, like, low-key public, like, before this event? And I just completely missed it? Maybe that's the case. Being built as it is streamed. Yeah, you can download the prototype here. Shit. I don't think I actually want to play it. I just want to look at the website real quick. Take 1 minute to help us improve our game. Neat. They have a giant spider invasion one coming soon. Yeah, prototype number 1, Sugar Glider Locomotion, August 2017. Hey, CMF FMC, Canada, every time. Oh, their press kit's broken. VR expansion. Cool. You enter the world of the Bearded Vulture. That's cool, actually. I guess that's going to be its own standalone little section of the game. I wonder if that'll be playable on PS4. Wow, download for HTC Vive right here. The teaser. This looks nice. This looks like it's very much on rails and not open. I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, whatever. But it's pretty. The graphics are really good. I don't know if you guys noticed. Yeah, in Montreal even. Holy shit. Way to go. Amazing. I know where that is. Let me actually. And I'm not gonna. Montreal. Is that exactly where I think it is? Yeah, it is. Shit. I've been by that building a bunch of times. That's neat. Great for them. Just drop by their office. No. No, never do that. That, like, happens at, like, game studios. And it's always awful for the receptionist or whoever meets them and has to tell them, like, no, actually. You actually can't come in. Want to join our team? Yeah, let me see. What jobs can I do here? Probably not much. We aim to redefine the VR gaming industry. That's interesting that their MO here on their career page is very VR focused. Currently developing the first ever VR game to employ kinetic locomotion for animals. Huh. I wonder if perhaps that those plans got shifted a little bit. Since it seems like the Bearded Vulture VR thing is kind of its own little section of the game, as opposed to the main content. But perhaps that is just further down the roadmap, and they're just focusing on the main game right now. Cool, I love VR. It's great. These are great gifts to have on this page. I really dig that, actually. With those gifts, no thank you. Wow, you'd be fun in an office. I like that, actually. I think that's cute. Add some character. Who would be a good Virgil for the sugar glider? Oh, the Missouri squirrel. Oh. Man. Right. No, I remember the Missouri squirrel now. This fucks me up. My dad and I were watching the news like I was a kid, like over a decade ago. And we saw this special on this squirrel in Missouri called the Missouri squirrel. And it was huge. It was this fucking giant black squirrel. Massive thing. Like foot high. Ridiculous. And it was dangerous. And people were getting attacked and bitten and shit. And like 2 years ago, I was like, whatever happened to that squirrel? And I searched and I searched and I searched and I could not find information on the Missouri squirrel. And I was like, did I imagine this? And I asked my dad, do you remember the Missouri squirrel? And he's like, yeah, how could I forget? And it wasn't like a species either. The newscast just called it the Missouri squirrel, which I foolishly thought would just bring it up right there, even though I know better than that at this point. He was like, yeah, the Missouri squirrel. Scary as hell thing. And yeah, it was just a really big, like, black-furred squirrel. That'd be a good fight, a good rival fight. It's just bigger and stronger than you. Just everything. You can fly, you have the mobility, but he's got the strength. Are you doing the Monster Hunter event stream too? No, I will not be doing that. I'm afraid. Again, not much of a Monster Hunter guy, so
there is
a
more
loud.
to this than meets the eye.
Definitely at the beginning, you see some like windmills in the water and stuff. Makes me think this is some sort of like light post-apocalypse setting, though I don't think that's super important to the context.
Deadly competition. Ahead lurks the land of great danger for some.
I think it's chase here,
For others.
if that is even a chase. Look, you're riding a thing. Look, this is like a case in the water. Look, it's the future. This is neat. Like, looks like we got some sort of like Z-targeting going on there. That's great. And then riding the deer? Caribou. Riding the caribou, not a deer. Riding the caribou through the water, that looks awesome.
Will you have
And then the fucking flame tornado, I mean, whatever. That's what it is, right? There's an Indian giant squirrel? Really? Oh my god, they weigh 1.1 kilogram. Oh, it's actually really pretty too. Look at this thing. That's actually really cool. I've never heard of this animal. It's beautiful. Wow, I love how the colors are so like, so separated here. It's got a really, like, they don't like blend in. That's so unique. Like, it almost looks like someone just dyed a squirrel. And that this isn't like a real animal. This one's got pretty dull colors. But like, fuck. How cool. Thank you for like letting me know about these things. That's rad. I'm definitely seeing a few dollar ones in here, but nobody cares about these guys. Look how big this thing is. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. This could kill anything if it wanted to. That's dope. That would be a cool one, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, let's put that one up as the rival. It's a weird looking cat, yeah. Right. Okay, one more check for any new official information, and then I think we will head out for the evening. Again, it was just a 10-minute show, so not a whole ton to talk about. Oh, maybe we got... Oh, yeah. Okay, we got a MediEvil post by Nick Accordino. Still rocking his Propokun Freedom Wars avatar. Shoutouts to Nicaro. You're great, dude, if you're watching this. October 25th. Nice cover. I've been wondering about the price tag on this thing, if they're gonna try to sell it at like a sort of $40 US, like $40 price tag, or if they're gonna go full price. I mean, they could go full price. They could do it totally. But just curious, because Crash, when Crash came out, it wasn't full price, right? Like they intentionally went for like a $40 price tag or something. I can't quite remember, but yeah. Pariah says, seems like the hype for this is much lower than it was for Crash or Spyro. I mean, frankly, MediEvil was never Crash or Spyro, so yeah, definitely. I think they know exactly kind of what they're going for this, you know. It definitely is a remake in the Crash and Spyro style, but definitely doesn't look quite as lavish as those, which are remarkable. So it's true, it is just one game as well. That's a good point, yeah. Yeah, because the Spyro one, was Spyro all 3 games as well? Oh yeah, it was, and you had to like download them if you were on, you had to like download the 3rd one on every platform or something like that. It wasn't all on the disc. I barely remember. There's a post for Riverbond as well. Good job, guys, making Riverbond in Ontario. You're doing it. Coco Cucumber, what a cute name for a company. I saw their logo, but I didn't quite catch the name. We got characters from every video game. I'm actually really excited for Knights and Bikes. So I think they're doing a good job with the voxel art style. I don't think this does justice to that character though. Merelda, is that her name? Knights and Bikes. This game's so cute. It was on Kickstarter, actually. Oh my god, what's her name? Was it not Merelda? Anyway. It was it's X Media Molecule guys. Look at this thing. It's fucking cute. Now they're gonna copyright claim my video. It's actually coming out pretty soon if I remember right. Yeah, I backed it too. I'm pretty pumped for it. You can hear that Tearaway Little Big Planet music. Look how cute this thing is. We're not even talking about games from the show anymore. We're just looking at animals in old games. I mean, it's not old. I mean, announced a while ago. Not out yet. Anyway, it's like a single or, well, 1 or 2 player adventure. That's it. It's just adventure around this island and do kid stuff. You know? It is just straightforward. I love the logo too. The bike handle sword. It's really rad. Look at this. Oh yeah, the jousting, right. I should jump to that bit. Oh, it's Demelza. That's the name, not Merelda. What am I talking about? Yeah, let me hop ahead to when the trailer gets real. That's true. Until I saw that sword, I forgot the trailer gets real here. Everything up till then was just a lead-in, like setting the stage. They had a pretty rad trailer. Still good. The fucking Constellation sword. Wellies! How British this is. Look at them, like just screaming children. Did you see that? In the next shot, look at her face. That's so good. It really captures that sort of childlike joy or glee. This game's sick. It's not even the game we're talking about. We're talking about Riverbond. We got this character from a game who's not even out yet, but that game looks sick, so good get. Coco Cucumber. They made Planet of the Eyes. Not familiar with this game. Finalist for Best Indie Game, Canadian Video Game Awards. It is out on like every platform. Yeah, I'm actually not familiar with this one. Yeah, it looks like a cute 2D platformer. Oh my god, I actually saw this. Yes, I have absolutely seen this game at a local meetup. It was set up on a computer. I had no idea what it was, and I had no idea. I mean, I stopped thinking about it literally like after the event, but I have seen this. That's so neat. Small world. And Bunny Bonker, I imagine, was a really small game if that was their first, just considering where we're at. Oh, this is cute. Yeah, cute art. This was their first release. You just smash bunnies. That's cute. You aware of the game No Straight Roads? It sounds sort of familiar, but... Oh, the 1x1 Hasmer, right? The FF15 lead designer, right? Yeah, it looks neat. I'm not totally sold on it yet. I haven't watched any of the footage. I should just put it on the screen so you guys know what I'm talking about. I haven't really watched any of the footage since like old stuff. Oh, this is April 10th, 2019. This is really recent. Yeah, I definitely didn't watch this trailer. I like the art a lot, but I wasn't sold on the gameplay with the early footage.
Faces around here. Hi, my name is Mayday, and tonight I'm gonna play you a ballad of our city. Okay, here we go. This is our city, Vinyl City. We play our music, play freely until they came. It was NSR, an empire of media. They took over the city led by Tatiana. Oh, Tatiana. She's the big...
I also like don't know if like all their songs are like derived from public domain as well, because that doesn't really interest me a whole lot. It's a shame because like the art's amazing. And the voice actor's killing it here. God, the animator they got is so fucking good.
Is over.
Yeah, I hadn't seen this trailer, and this looks so much more polished than the early footage I saw. They were literally showing like gray box levels. Wow, yeah, seeing the like what looks like final level art, that's a huge difference. I mean, shocker, right? That's like every video game, but God, these effects are wild too.
With the tiny guitar of yours?
Of course, and I'll win too. Wanna know why?
Sure.
Because my tiny guitar is awesome!
Yeah, thank you for mentioning this in the chat, because like I did know this game, but I wasn't really like super tuned into it. But now that I've seen this new trailer, I'm like, no, hang on. They've absolutely got it to where it needs to be. Because like the early footage, I mean, it's early footage, right? Like that's what games look like. But like before it had like a dedicated soundtrack and they were still just like prototyping gameplay. Not prototyping, but like they didn't have final levels anyway. Was really not, well, whatever. Whatever, it's fine. I don't need to show this. It looks good though. It looks nice. Great. I was just checking one last time for new news before I got distracted. Yep. Think that's it for today. Yep, okay, that's it. I'm out for the evening. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this look at the PlayStation State of Play event. I thought it was pretty fucking great. For 10 minutes, I thought they squeezed in a lot of good stuff. Some like established shit that everyone likes. You know, we got Monster Hunter in there, we got Predator in there, we got MediEvil. Some like legit good surprises with Away in particular really jumped out at me. And FF7, which like a lot of people were kind of hopeful it would be there, but great surprise that it actually is there, and we got such a nice like chunky trailer for it. Even though it's only like a minute something, like there was a lot of individual shots and like a lot of nice footage there. I thought that was a good event on the whole. I also enjoyed that it didn't really meander. It was very straight to the point. You know, I felt this way when the first PlayStation State of Play event happened. That the format they have is fantastic. It doesn't need any changes. They've just, you know, stolen the Nintendo Direct format directly, and it was good. It was good last time. It was still good this time. Keep rocking with this format because it absolutely works. Yeah, I liked it. I thought this was a good one on the whole. Definitely one with a lot more broad appeal than the first event. That's for sure. Shoutouts today to Calgier, Vincenz Rock, Helveret, and oh my god, the Twitch one is like desynced as well. Erect Dandelion, Sideswipe Prime 606, Spardandante, Manita Tunikin Corn Barrel, and Toby195. Oh, and also Scabby Donkey. Oh my god, this list. Shoutouts to all you guys for your subscriptions today. I very much appreciate it. Shoutouts also to Vincenz Rock. I'm sorry, read the wrong name. Double shoutouts to Vincenz Rock, I guess. Shoutouts also to Jackson Dorfred for their bits, which did come in earlier. Much obliged. I appreciate your bits. Okay, I'm out. I'm gone. I will be back on sometime this week. I do not have a schedule up presently, but I mean, I'm not quitting, so I'll be back. Take care, guys. Have a good evening. Sleep tight. Bye-bye.